You go too slow.
You go too fast.
You gotta like give it the.
Come on, way too fast.
I like it fast.
Start over.
Fucking John Cena. Welcome to For Pete's Sake, a weekly wrestling show where we talk about Raw and all the WWE news.
So let's start with the beginning. What you think of Bray Wyatt's intros?
I really
Promo.
liked how they cut the intro to the show, and I really liked how they showed, like, from the beginning, the WWE Forever, now Forever, whatever. They cut that, and I thought that was cool. It was different. It caught me off guard. And then I really enjoyed his promo. Pretty good. And I really like the visual that the crowd shows with their phones now. That I like how WWE's calling them their followers. You know, that's it goes more along with the story. I didn't really like how John Cena came out and ran away from them, but then again, I guess that's good because it's 3-on-1. So overall, I think that was a good way to start the show.
Well, I like the way that John Cena came out because it's different. It finally shows him kind of like a little bit of giving up as opposed to never giving up. So he kind of ran away, which he's never done before. So Bray Wyatt is kind of getting into his head now.
Do you like the stipulation of last man standing?
I do not, because John Cena always wins.
I think they should have went with the submission match. So, he could finally give up.
I would have gone with the dog in a kennel match, personally, but instead of dogs,
We could have cheap followers. Oh, so what did you think of the main event?
I feel like, this match has been done a lot of times over the past couple of months, but surprisingly, Luke Harper is always entertaining.
I thought the Luke Harper match was actually pretty good. I liked his Hurricanrana. See, anybody could do a Hurricanrana.
Except John Cena.
Yeah, John Cena's Hurricanrana sucks. I could do better than Hurricanrana. And one of these days on YouTube, you will see my Hurricanrana. But
he can't jump.
Yeah, you gotta put me on. I could. Whatever. Nice Hurricanrana, better than John Cena's, which actually came right after it, and it sucked.
4 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll give Luke Harper's a 7, being that he's tall.
So he gets extra point for me for being tall. So
Yeah.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
So that's the main event. Oh, Bray Wyatt's sister's Abigail's better than ever. He did it on the run.
Oh yeah, nice sister.
So
Abigail.
it's kind of adds like a suspense more that could come out of nowhere, like a sweet chant of music.
He did that to Rey. He did that to Rey Mysterio before a couple months ago. Don't remind you.
Said don't undermine.
But it's nice to bring that move back.
The other big story in WWE is the saga of Evolution versus The Shield.
Honestly, I'm kind of bored of the whole feud, to be honest. I don't see anyone gaining anything at this point. Evolution lost. That's how it should have been. I really don't care to see the winners. I do like the stipulation for the match, though. Elimination. Did you see that? It's going to be a no-holds-barred elimination match. That changes it up a little bit.
Well, I actually like the match on Raw. Batista or Seth Rollins. I like Dean Ambrose is great at commentating. Hope he doesn't turn into Alex Riley.
It's funny how they brought the German announce table team, and I think the whole reason for that is they could have Dean Ambrose do his little trick that he does, where he runs across the tables.
But yeah, I don't think it's going anywhere unless it leads to, I think, Roman Reigns fighting Triple H at SummerSlam. That's the only possibility I see. Someone gaining something from this.
So you see this lasting all the way to SummerSlam?
Yes.
Oh god. And WWE World Heavyweight Championship news. Stephanie McMahon came out and mocked the whole crowd. I found pretty funny. She seemed like she was having fun doing the yes chant. She came out and announced that she won't be stripping him and won't be stripping him of his title. And I think that they're just doing that just to kind of prolong his return, which is fine. I don't see them. What do you think they're going to do?
They're going to strip him of his title. Nope, they're not going to. I think Daniel Bryan's going to keep on fighting like the little fighter he is.
I don't think they're going to strip it.
I see him maybe losing it at Payback if he could wrestle, but
I don't think he'll be back by Payback. I think Money in the Bank, maybe. And I think if he's not back by Money in the Bank, they're going to put the title on the line in Money in the Bank.
Ooh.
Oh, you'd like that, huh?
Shield versus Evolution for the title.
Random other stuff on Raw. I like Wade Barrett coming out. That was kind of cool. He said he didn't have a match, but Wade Barrett's a peak guy, so it's nice to see him actually come out and get good crowd reactions.
He's finally where he was supposed to be 10 years ago.
3 years ago, and that's John Cena's fault, which we could say is half his roster why they're failing. Dolph Ziggler got a nice pop. Sucks that he's not going to fight Wade Barrett. RVD is going to fight Wade Barrett, and not too excited about RVD. He's just kind of...
He's just putting people over like he always does.
He's not but at the same time, I don't know. RVD, I mean, he's cool. He's always been cool, but I think in general, he's kind of old. He has the same moves since, 1998. Looks exactly the same. Getting older. Just, I'm kind of over RVD now.
Alright, so we got questions from our viewers. We got a tweet here from Ando Rocks.
Ando Rocks. What's Ando Rocks say?
Ando Rocks says, "Hey Joe Wolf, love the new song." Also, what are your thoughts on when the Shield's gonna break up? Pete?
I say they last maybe to next WrestleMania again. I think they had a good build up for this WrestleMania. Then with everything happening, kind of threw them off. And I think it needs to be a big moment, so they're probably gonna, have them go till next WrestleMania. What do you think?
I should like them to break up at SummerSlam, and then reunite again at WrestleMania. So kind of have a break of the Shield, and then have them reunite.
And who do you want them to fight at WrestleMania?
Who would I want them to fight at WrestleMania? The Wyatt family.
I was going to say 3MB. Joking. Alright, next question.
We got one from ESPN here. ESPN. "Hey guys, love the show." Oh, thanks. "So what do you think about Adam Rose? It was cool in England, but will it be the same when he comes back to the States?"
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I mean, England's a different crowd. They like chanting. I think it's part of their mantra. I should have said culture. Part of their culture. And the U.S., I don't think they have the same love for it, especially with somebody they don't know. And I think it's just going to go back to being dead like it was.
I feel like they were kind of doing that chant ironically. Like, it's not popular, but they're kind of messing with with trying to interrupt things, and it was meant to mess with the wrestlers, and
yeah,
it was ironic, like an ironic chant, and I don't think it's gonna pick up.
And the last question here from Not John Madden. "So say Daniel Bryan does keep his title till SummerSlam, who should he wrestle and why?"
At SummerSlam.
At SummerSlam. I would like to throw my pick, and which is the client of the Advocate, Mr. Paul Heyman, and that would be Brock Lesnar, which he broke the streak at WrestleMania 30.
Oh, I was unaware. So you think he'll beat him?
I should beat him, yes. It's my pick.
Well, I personally don't care for Brock Lesnar. I do see that happening, but I'm looking more for someone young, not young, but new. So I would like Antonio Cesaro to fight Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam. I think it's a good pick. Granted, his song totally buried his character, but I wouldn't mind seeing that match. They've had good matches before, and Evolution's probably gonna be with Shield, so I think that's probably the next pick. Either that or Wade Barrett.
We got a question here from CM Punk. Whoa! His question is, "Will you think I ever come back?"
His time has passed. If CM Punk were to come back, it would have been probably this week, leading up to Payback, because it's in Chicago. If he hasn't come back, he's not coming back. At least not for 2-3 years. If you like what you watched today, feel free to subscribe. You press this button right here. You can follow us on Twitter right here. Make sure to leave a comment down below. And stay tuned for next week.